Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of hitting us when we least expect it. One moment we are soaring, feeling invincible, and the next, everything we thought we knew crumbles around us. Pain comes in many forms: loss, failure, heartbreak, betrayal. It leaves scars that we sometimes think will never heal. But I want you to understand something today. Those scars are not a mark of weakness. They are the blueprint of your strength. Every tear you have shed, every sleepless night you have endured, every moment you felt like giving up, they are not chains holding you down. They are the fire forging you into someone stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Think of the phoenix. It burns, it falls, it crumbles into ashes. But from those very ashes, it rises. And that is not just a story. That is life speaking directly to you. The pain you feel now is not the end. It is the beginning of your transformation. The greatest power does not come from comfort or ease. It comes from struggle, from falling down and choosing to rise again despite the weight of the world pressing against you. Every setback, every failure is an opportunity disguised as hardship. Every heartbreak is a chance to rebuild yourself bigger, better, and braver. You might look around and see others moving forward while you feel stuck, buried under grief or disappointment. But here's the truth. Your journey is not defined by the speed at which you rise. It is defined by the courage with which you choose to rise. Pain is universal, but how we respond to it is what sets us apart. Some let it consume them, others let it transform them into forces no one can stop. Which will you choose? The moments that feel darkest often carry the seeds of your brightest triumphs. Every time life knocked you down, it was testing your resilience, your ability to endure, your willingness to fight back when hope seems impossible. You are stronger than you know. Your power is already inside you, waiting for the spark that only your determination can ignite. Don't fear the ashes, because from them you will rise taller, fiercer, and more unstoppable than ever before. So when life challenges you, when pain pierces your heart, remember this. It is shaping you, refining you, preparing you to step into your greatness. Every scar tells a story. Every struggle builds a muscle that comfort never could. Your story is not about the pain you endured. It's about the power you found on the other side. And the day you... Pain is often the unwelcome guest in our lives, the intruder we wish would leave, the shadow that lingers when everything else seems bright. But what if I told you that pain is not your enemy? What if I told you that it is in fact the most honest teacher you will ever meet? Unlike comfort, which whispers illusions of safety, pain shouts the truth. It strips away the masks, exposes the raw edges of your spirit, and shows you who you really are when everything else is gone. Pain does not lie. It does not sugarcoat. It demands that you face reality, and in that confrontation, it gifts you insight, perspective, and strength you never knew existed. Every heartbreak, every failure, every night spent wondering if the world will ever make sense again is actually a secret lesson in disguise. The tears you shed water the seeds of your future courage. The nights of despair forge a resilience so fierce that later, nothing can break you. Pain teaches you not by comfort, but by confrontation. It challenges, it tests, it molds, and if you let it, it transforms you into someone unstoppable. So the next time life hurts you, don't shrink. Lean into it. Listen, learn, and let it show you the power you've always carried quietly waiting beneath the surface. Imagine a bird consumed by flames, its world reduced to nothing but ashes. The fire does not destroy its essence, it awakens it. That bird is the phoenix, and its story is not just a myth, it is a mirror for every soul that has ever faced devastation. Life may burn you, strip away your security, shatter your dreams, or make you feel invisible. But the fire is not the end. It is the signal that transformation is waiting. Like the phoenix, you too have the capacity to rise from the ruins of your own life, more radiant, more powerful, and more unstoppable than ever before. The phoenix does not rise quickly, and neither do we. The ashes beneath it are heavy, dark, and suffocating, but that weight is necessary. It presses against the weak spots, revealing where strength must grow. In life, your moments of despair are your ashes. They may feel endless, crushing, hopeless, but they are also the foundation for your comeback. Every tear, every loss, every night of doubt is fuel for the fire that will ignite your rebirth. The fire tempers your courage, hones your focus, and teaches you that true power is born from endurance, not ease. Rising like a phoenix is not about forgetting the pain or pretending it never happened. It's about carrying the lessons, the scars, the memories, and letting them lift you higher than before. When you embrace this mindset, failure no longer terrifies you. Setbacks no longer define you. Pain no longer confines you. Instead, every challenge becomes a spark, every hardship becomes a stepping stone, and every fall becomes the prelude to soaring. The phoenix does not ask permission to rise, and neither should you. Your ashes are proof that you have survived. Your rise is proof that you are unstoppable. True strength is never born in comfort. It is forged in the crucible of struggle, carved out by challenges that push us to the edge of what we believe we can endure. Life has a way of testing us, sometimes gently, sometimes with the force of a storm. But it is in those storms that our inner steel is tempered. Every obstacle you face, every trial that seems too heavy to bear, is an invitation to discover the depths of your own resilience. The moments when you feel like you cannot go on are the moments that are shaping you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. Struggle is not a punishment, it is a mentor disguised as hardship. It forces you to confront your limitations, to wrestle with your doubts, and to rise above the fear that whispers, "You are not enough." Every setback, every failure, every bruise and scar is not a mark of defeat. It is proof that you dared to engage with life fully, that you refuse to stay small or safe, and that you are willing to fight for your dreams even when the odds are stacked against you. In struggle, you discover what is truly yours: courage, perseverance, and an unshakable belief in your own power. Do not shy away from struggle. Do not curse it or wish it away. Instead, see it as the fire that melts away the weak, the mold that shapes your character, and the ladder that lifts you higher than comfort ever could. Strength through struggle is not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It is about using every challenge as a stepping stone to rise higher, to grow bolder, and to become someone who is unstoppable, unbreakable, and unapologetically alive. The harder the climb, the stronger the muscles you build along the way, and when you finally reach the summit, you will look back and realize that the struggle itself was the gift, the power, and the transformation you had been seeking all along. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to stand tall in the face of it. Every time life knocks you down, every time heartbreak, failure, or disappointment threatens to keep you on the ground, courage is the quiet yet unstoppable force that whispers, "Rise." It is the heartbeat that refuses to be silenced, the inner voice that refuses to let despair define your story. True courage is not flashy or loud. It is the choice to keep moving, to keep believing, and to keep fighting even when the world tells you that surrender is easier. To rise requires bravery that few truly understand. It means looking at your pain, acknowledging the scars, and saying, "You will not have the final word." Courage to rise is not instant. It is born in moments of struggle, nurtured through every tear, every sleepless night, and every doubt that threatens to consume you. It is the force that pushes you to take that first shaky step forward when every fiber of your being wants to stay in the shadow of your suffering. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory, a declaration that your spirit will not be crushed, that your story is not over, and that your power is bigger than any obstacle in your path. When you summon the courage to rise, you inspire more than just yourself. Your rise becomes a beacon for others who are trapped in their own darkness, a living testament that even in the most impossible circumstances, triumph is possible. Courage does not wait for perfect conditions. It thrives in chaos, it grows in adversity, and it transforms fear into fuel. Every time you choose to rise, you claim a piece of your own greatness, proving that setbacks do not define you, failures do not limit you, and pain does not dictate your destiny. Rising is not just an act, it is a statement that you are here, unbroken, unshaken, and unstoppable. Adversity is life's most unassuming sculptor. It does not ask for permission, it does not apologize, and it does not wait for comfort. Yet within its trials lies a hidden gift, the chance to transform yourself into someone you never imagined you could become. Every challenge, every failure, every storm that shakes you to your core is an opportunity in disguise. It strips away what is unnecessary, reveals what is essential, and forces you to confront the truth of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. Transformation through adversity is not easy. It is a journey through fire, but it is in that fire that the raw material of greatness is forged. When life pushes you to your limits, you discover strength you did not know you had. You learn patience in the waiting, resilience in the falling, and courage in the moments when surrender seems like the only option. Adversity teaches you to see beyond temporary pain, to recognize that every setback is a stepping stone, and that every difficulty carries a seed of opportunity. The person you were before hardship is not lost. It is the foundation upon which a new, stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable version of you is built. Transformation is not about returning to what was, it is about rising into what can be. The beauty of adversity is that it changes your perspective. It opens your eyes to the power of your own spirit, the depth of your own courage, and the endless possibilities that emerge when you refuse to be defeated. Life may bend you, break you, or push you to the edge, but it cannot stop the evolution that comes when you embrace the challenge and allow it to shape you. Transformation through adversity is not just surviving, it is thriving. It is taking the pain, the setbacks, and the struggles and turning them into fuel, into momentum, into a life that radiates strength, wisdom, and undeniable power. Every hardship you endure is not just a trial, it is a catalyst for your greatest self. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you earn in the fire of life. It is the quiet force that refuses to let despair take root, the invisible muscle that grows stronger every time you rise after a fall. Life will test you. It will push, pull, and sometimes shove you into the depths of uncertainty. But resilience is the power that allows you to stand back up, to breathe through the pain, and to keep moving forward when every instinct screams to give up. It is not loud or glamorous, but it is unstoppable, and it is the ultimate weapon against a world that tries to break you. Every scar on your heart, every tear shed in silence, every moment of doubt is proof that resilience is working within you. Resilience does not erase pain, nor does it make hardship vanish. It teaches you to endure, adapt, and thrive despite it. Each time you refuse to surrender, each time you push forward when it feels impossible, you are not merely surviving, you are building a power so profound that nothing can shake it. Resilience transforms fear into fuel, setbacks into lessons, and pain into an unshakable determination that the world cannot diminish. The remarkable truth is that resilience is not only personal, it is contagious. When you demonstrate the ability to rise, to endure, and to conquer your own storms, you become a lighthouse for others navigating their darkness. Your journey of persistence inspires hope, courage, and the belief that no matter how heavy life becomes, it is always possible to reclaim your power. Resilience is not just a response to adversity, it is a declaration to the universe that you will not be defined by failure, you will not be confined by pain, and you will never be silenced by circumstance. It is proof that the human spirit, when nurtured and tested, becomes a force that can overcome anything. Your story is not defined by the pain you have endured, the failures that have knocked you down, or the nights when hope seemed like a distant memory. Your story is defined by how you rise after each fall, by the courage you summon when the world whispers that giving up is easier, and by the fire that burns inside you when everything outside seems dark. Every challenge you face, every scar you carry, and every tear you have shed is a chapter in a story of triumph waiting to be told, a story that only you have the power to write. Triumph is not measured by applause, wealth, or recognition. It is measured by the strength of your spirit, by the unbreakable resolve you summon when circumstances try to bend you, and by your willingness to keep moving forward when nothing seems to go your way. Every setback, every heartbreak, every disappointment is an invitation to rise higher, to dig deeper, and to discover the untapped power within you. Your triumph does not come from avoiding failure, it comes from facing it head-on and refusing to let it define your destiny. The most powerful truth is that your story of triumph is not yours alone. When you rise from the ashes of pain, when you turn struggle into strength, and when you transform adversity into power, you inspire others to see their own potential. Your journey becomes a living testament to the resilience of the human spirit, proof that even in the darkest moments, hope can be rekindled, courage can be found, and greatness can be achieved. Every chapter you write, every victory you claim, and every obstacle you overcome is a beacon for someone else. A reminder that pain does not last forever, that setbacks are temporary, and that the power to rise is within every one of us. Your story of triumph is not a fantasy. It is your reality waiting to unfold. It is the sum of every struggle you have faced, every lesson you have learned, and every ounce of courage you have mustered. When you finally embrace it, you realize that life's greatest gift is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to rise above it, to transform it into your power, and to create a life that reflects the unstoppable force that you truly are. Your story is your triumph, and the world is waiting to witness it. As we stand here today, let us remember that life's trials are not meant to break us. They are meant to awaken us. Every heartbreak, every failure, every moment of doubt and despair is not the end of our story. It is the beginning of our transformation. Pain is not a curse. It is a teacher. Struggle is not a burden. It is the forge of strength. Every fall, every setback, every night we spend questioning our worth is a stepping stone leading us toward the most powerful version of ourselves. We are not defined by the ashes we rise from, but by the fire we carry forward. The phoenix reminds us that destruction is never permanent. It is a prelude to rebirth. True courage is not in avoiding fear, but in facing it and choosing to rise anyway. Resilience is not just surviving adversity. It is turning it into momentum, into power, into a life that radiates unstoppable strength. Transformation is not about escaping pain. It is about allowing it to refine, shape, and elevate us into the people we were always meant to be. And when we rise, we do more than reclaim our own lives. We inspire others to rise alongside us. Each story of triumph becomes a beacon, showing that even in the darkest hours, hope can be found, strength can be built, and power can be claimed. Today, I urge you to embrace your struggles, honor your scars, and ignite the fire within you. Do not fear the ashes. They are proof that you have endured. Do not fear failure. It is the teacher of your greatest victories. Your pain is not your prison. It is your power waiting to be unleashed. So go forward with your head held high, your heart wide open, and your spirit unshakable. Rise with courage, rise with resilience, rise with the unwavering belief that no matter what life throws at you, you are capable of turning every challenge into triumph. Today, you are not just surviving, you are rising, transforming, and becoming unstoppable. Let your story, your strength, and your power shine as proof that from the ashes of pain, greatness is born.